Now, just to sort of in a nutshell, what is the difference between organic and paid listing or search engine optimized and paid promotion? So in Google, the process of organic listing is called SEO, and in paid promotions, we actually use Google Ad Networks to run the paid promotion. In Facebook, organic listing is you basically create your own Facebook page and start promoting it. And in case of paid promotions, you actually use Facebook Ad Manager to run different ads on Facebook. In YouTube, you just basically come up with your own YouTube channel and start putting in videos on it. However, if you want to do paid promotions, you run through Google Video Ads. In Twitter, you basically come up as a you basically come up with your own Twitter handle. However, if you want to do paid promotions on Twitter, you do Twitter ads. In LinkedIn, you start creating content on your own if you are an individual. But then if you want to represent a company, you actually create a page of the company. When it's a paid promotion, you use LinkedIn Ads Manager to come up with different type of ads. And in case of Instagram, you can use a business account, or you can just come up with different content, different stories and different reels. And in case of paid promotions, since Instagram is a Facebook company, so you use Facebook Ads Manager to run ads on Instagram as well. So these are the different channels by which you can use organic as well as paid promotion. Clear? I hope we are, you're clear with at least a basic understanding of search engine marketing through, you're able to get. Is retargeting, and it is one of the most powerful marketing techniques to reach out to people who have visited a page or an app. Okay. Now, just to give you an example, so a couple of days back, I was actually searching for some some sort of shaker or juice mixer grinder, and then I started seeing, since I didn't go ahead and make that purchase, I actually started seeing these ads on whatever different websites I go to. So this is actually a way wherein marketers actually retarget you, that hey, you purchased you actually came and saw a listing, but now we want to give you some sort of more discounts on your purchase and so on. So now we're showing you these ads, and this is called as retargeting or remarketing. Now, customers who see retargeted ads are 70% more likely to convert on your website, because it is quite possible that you would want to give them a better offer or something, or give them a lower price or something, or you just want to make them aware that hey, your product is still lying in your cart and you have not made the purchase, and that's how you sort of retarget or remarket to the customer. Now, few of the basic things that you would like to keep in mind while retargeting or remarketing is how does it take place. First of that is an important thing. The ad network on which you're running those ads, let's say Google or Facebook or whatever is it, they actually place cookies or code on your browser when you visit their page. Okay, these are called cookies, or it is basically a set of code line which is based. They place it on your browser when you visit their page, and these cookies, they start tracking your behavior. Which product you have added, which product have you visited, how much time you've spent on those on that product, and what is the other product that you've looked on, and they pass all that information to the ad network in the backend. And then once, let's say, you leave that page and move to another page, or you didn't make that purchase and so on, then users start seeing these special retargeted ads once you leave those web pages. Okay. Now, different platforms have different tracking codes by which they retarget their ads. So Google uses tags, Facebook uses pixel, LinkedIn uses insight tags to track and remarket or retarget those customers who have not made the purchase. Okay. So basically, with the help of all these things, you can run some retargeting or remarketing exercises or remarketing ads on your specific brand, so that you actually target those lost customers, and you're able to make up and deliver extra on your campaigns which are okay. Now moving on, so what are the different kind of tracking and analytics which can be used while you are running these different ads? Okay, so let's say if you're running an ad for a particular brand or for a service, what are the different kind of tracking or analytics which you can report back to your company or to your bosses, that how are your ads performing? So just to give an example, KPIs basically are key performance indicators which demonstrate how effectively your campaign is achieving the business objective. And these are the 4-5 different KPIs which you can report back to your customer or to your management and so on. And I mean, basically you can also yourself see that which of, let's say you've run 2 different ads and you would want to compare them. So see, these are different 4-5 different indicators or KPIs which you can see that which of the ad set is performing best. So which is giving you a good sale, which is giving you better number of deals, which is giving you better return on your investment. So let's say on one of the ad you have spent 100 rupees, on both the ends you've spent 100 rupees, but one ad you're able to generate a sale of 1000 rupees, but then on the other ad you're able to generate a sale of, let's say, just 200 rupees. So same investment is actually giving you a better ROMI, right? The fourth thing can be lead to conversion rate. So basically you're generating 1000 leads, but out of those 1000 leads only 10 are converting. What is the lead to conversion rate? This is also one of the important metrics that that you can look forward to while you're designing your ad. And then the last thing is, what is the cost per lead? So whatever you're spending on acquiring those leads, what is the cost? Your ultimate target should be lowering. Let's say you start with 10 rupees in cost per lead. Your ultimate target should be after 3 months to 4 months, you would want to lower down your cost per lead acquisition. Okay, so these are the different sort of KPIs that you can use in order to understand that how is your campaign running, how are your PPC campaigns running, and so on.